Oh, there's a hunt going on.
I'm dead in an upstairs closet, boys.
He's coming. How's it going, bro?
It's going better for us than it is for Steve.
I don't understand how that happened. I broke line of sight, and all my shit was off. There's no way. Hello YouTube, this is Full Throttle or Steven, whichever you'd like to call me, and I'm a part-time variety streamer on Kick.com. And if those clips sound like you, this is the video for you. This is a level 1 guide for brand new players to Phasmophobia. I'm new too. I have 50 hours in the game, right at 50 hours, and most of that, I would say 45 of the 50 hours have been just me and my friends running around scared, not knowing what we're doing, just trying to piece together the evidence, okay? But the last 5 hours, I've really taken a liking to learning the game, and I think I have some tips that will help you. Now, why am I making this video, you might ask? He's new. He doesn't know anything. You know, he can't teach us anything. Well, I do know a few tips, and I think it's better to learn with me. We can learn together, because sometimes if the player is like level 5 billion, they know too much, and they kind of throw too much information at you, and it gets confusing. I will promise you, I don't know too much. I am learning with you. However, I think I can give you a level 1 guide. This is like, you just loaded in the game, you just got it. Let's see what we can do, okay? So this is the truck. First off, we're playing on amateur difficulty. This is just amateur. This is where you should start whenever you're new to the game. And you load in. I'm just playing solo. This is the truck. This is the truck. Here's all of our equipment. This is the cameras. There's an outside camera on the front door of this house. This map is Tanglewood. It's the smallest map. It's my favorite map, honestly. I love playing on Tanglewood. But you can come to this computer when you set up your camera inside and look at it and turn like the infrared on and stuff. But anyways, let's move on. These are your daily tasks. These are weekly tasks. Just kind of like challenges, trying to get you, to do certain things. This is your case board. So this is number case 092. The ghost's name is Luke Walker, and he responds to everyone. So that means you and your friends can be in the house at the same time. On the spirit box, he'll respond to everyone. And these are like challenges within the match. Get an average sanity below 25%. Detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. Detect a paranormal sound with a parabolic microphone. Now, we can't do those bottom two because we're just using the starter equipment. I want to show you what it's like as a brand new player. So this is the items you get when you load into a game for free. They don't cost you anything. Now, you can have all this extra fancy stuff and do some crazy things later on. But for now, this is all we need to get going. This shows your map. This is your map. This is your sanity. Typically, most ghosts will start hunting at average 50% average sanity. So if you got a whole team of 4, team of 3, whatever, it has to hit 50. There are some circumstances where you could get hunted earlier than that, at like 75, but most of the time, most ghosts are going to hunt around 50. And this is your activity meter. You can tell what's going on in the house activity-wise by this meter. 10 is a hunt. You'll actually be hunted. So, the first thing is the next thing is the journal. So you go to home. This is like your table of contents here, and you can get information on items. This is an overview of the case. Just everything we've talked about. on the board there. These are where your photos are going to be when you start taking pictures. This is your evidence page. This is mainly where you're going to go. These are all the ghost types. And this is the evidence you're going to go collect. Now, each ghost is going to give you 3 types of evidence on amateur. You're going to get 3 types of evidence that you got to find. And when you get 3, you'll see that there's only one option. And you can, you know, just go from there. And these are your ghosts. You can click on these and get information on the ghost. Sometimes that's helpful for me when I'm playing. Anyways, this is your equipment here. You got your EMF reader, your spirit box, flashlight, photo camera, your fingerprint tool, ghost book to capture ghost writings, your dots projector, and your video camera. So what I like to do, I'm starting the match on amateur right here. So what I like to do is come grab a flashlight. I like to grab an EMF meter and my photo camera. And that's kind of what I do. Grab the key, open the truck. You grab the key with E and you open the truck with left click. And now we're going to go open the door to the house. So let's go open this door. Alright, the door's open. Now, I typically like to wait a little bit. I like to wait. If I got a lot of equipment in here, I'll bring some to the front door and just like put on the ground at the front door on the outside. That way I don't have to walk all the way back to the truck. We don't have much equipment. I mean, we could do that, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. See, our activity, we're already getting activity in the house. So this is how you know. I want to let the activity go on for a little bit before I go in. That way, like, I can look for open doors, things on the ground, try to, like, get an idea of where the ghost is at. Basically, but on this EMF meter, an EMF 1 is nothing. It just means it's on. An EMF 2, it'll light up the green light, and that means the ghost touched something. An EMF 3 means it threw an object. 4, the ghost manifested, and 5 is evidence. So if you get an EMF 5, you're going to come mark it in your book. Anyways, we've let the activity go on. So now let's just enter the house. We got our EMF meter, our camera, and our flashlight. First thing I do when I come into the house is I grab the car keys in case it alerts the car in the garage. I start turning on some lights. I don't like the lights off. I want to be able to see things. And if you turn the lights on in the house, your sanity drains much, much slower. So we're just going to look for things. We're going to look and listen. There's no doors open. Gonna walk around. Turn these lights on. Now, turn the lights on. If you turn too many lights on, it'll throw the breaker and you'll have to go turn the breaker back on. The breaker on this map can either be in the garage or in the basement. I think, okay, it's gonna be in the basement. In the garage, it would be right here on the wall. So we're gonna go down the basement. I'll show you the breaker. You turn on too many lights. This is the breaker. You'll just open it, and green means it's on, and red means it's off. And the ghost will turn that off as well. So, we're going to look. We got a summoning circle here. Man, I messed with that earlier tonight on my stream. Do not do that. That's death right there. Let me tell you. Anyways, also, while we're walking around looking for things going on, we want to try and look for the bone. There's bone evidence in every map. There's a piece of bone laying on the ground. This one looks like it's right here. So we're gonna crouch down, take a picture of it first, and then hover over it with your cursor and pick it up with E. And that just gets you some extra money for the match. Alright, I like to keep doors closed when I can. That way I can hear them open. See? It just opened the basement door. 2. We got an EMF 2. And I want to take a picture of this door because that's an interaction. We'll look in our journal under photos. See, we got 3-star photo for the bone, a 3-star photo for the interaction on the door. But since the ghost touched that, our EMF was an EMF level 2. So this ghost might be in the basement. There's a spoon on the floor right here. It might be in the kitchen. The lights kind of flashed right there. Yeah, there's a cup here. It might be right here, honestly. Honestly, there's a good chance it's right here. I'm gonna throw my things down the counter because you only have 3 slots to pick up stuff, and I like to keep the flashlight handy. So put those down. I'll go back to the truck, grab some more stuff. I think our ghost room might be in that kitchen right there. So next what I want to do is just set up some other stuff. I'm going to grab this ghost book and the video camera. Now the video camera will turn on when you exit the truck. And you can right click it to turn on the infrared. Or you can right click again and it'll turn it back off. But we're going to turn the infrared on, turn the lights out. I want to turn my flashlight off. And I want to look for a ghost orb, if we can find one. I don't see an orb. Okay. So sometimes it's it's a little bit more challenging, especially for me, because like I said, I'm new. But maybe orbs just aren't the evidence we need. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna set up a ghost book right here on the floor. I'm also gonna put the camera over here. Yeah, you can place things on the floor with the F key. That door just opened to the garage. Got an EMF 2 right there. It just threw a plate in here. Okay, we're throwing stuff, so we got an EMF. There's an EMF 5. So we see that 5 right there? That is evidence. This is the ghost room. This is where we need to be. Also, you see our breath right there? To the left of the middle of the screen there? Every once in a while you'll see your breath. That means the temperatures are freezing in here. There's a thermometer you can use. We don't get that with the free stuff. So we got 5. We got EMF 5. We can have freezing temps. Now, I did actually just hear this. This just wrote in this book. So we have ghost writing as well. So like all the activity right there happened all at once. Like we got everything right there. Everything we need to wrap up this case, we got right there. Now, so it's not going to be that easy most of the time. But sometimes it's kind of easy. Especially on amateur. You know what I mean? So we'll go back out here. We're going to go to our journal. We are going to go to evidence. We can have an EMF level 5. We had ghost writing. And because we see in our breath, we have freezing temperatures. So we know this ghost, without a doubt, is a shade. Now, when you're new, when I find out what type of ghost it is, I like to go to the ghost tab and click on the ghost that we had and just read about it. A shade is known to be very shy. There is evidence to suggest that a shade will stop all paranormal activity if there are people nearby. Shades are much harder to find. The ghost will not enter a hunt if there are people nearby. So he was kind of shy at first, not a lot going on, and then everything happened at once. So, that's good. That's good stuff. And we got some more activity going on, some pretty high activity. We got 8. I'm only at 89 sanity, 90 sanity about. We didn't even have to use this stuff, but honestly, I'm going to show you all of this stuff. So, we're going to throw that down. Gonna take this in and this in. So basically, you know, if we go in and you hear a door, like we have the fingerprint light. Let's say that this door, we heard it. We heard the ghost touch it, or it swings open on its own. There's a period where you can use this fingerprint tool and there will be a handprint on this door. And you can check both sides. Or if the lights go on or off on their own, you can check the light switch for a fingerprint. That's how you use this tool. Now the spirit box, when you're using the spirit box, it has to be completely dark in the area. Okay? So you can't have your flashlight on. We're gonna go over here, and basically we're gonna turn it on with right click. And if you have push to talk set up, which you should, you're gonna press the push to talk button. Are you here? And after you finish the question, you're gonna see the X light up if it heard you and there's no response, or if the ghost responds, you'll obviously hear the voice and the ghost light will light up. So questioning for this would be like, are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Do you want to hurt me? Those are types of questions that I ask. That's about the ones that I normally ask. We're not going to get a response on that because we already found all of our evidence, so, but I just wanted to show you how that works. I'm going to go back out to the truck. And the last piece I wanted to show you is the dots projector. The dots projector, I like to set up, like you set, I set the camera, the video camera on the ground in there, and I like to set up the dots with the book next to it. This is the way most people do it. Like, so we got the camera sitting over there, so we're going to place the dots down with F, and it's going to bring about this. And I like to put the book right there. So if you put them together in front of the camera like that, you can go back to the truck and watch. And you can see the pen moving on the book if there's writing. Obviously, we already got writing, so that's not going to happen. But we go to our camera. And basically, if a dots alert happens, you're going to see a silhouette of a ghost pass through it pretty quickly. And you have to really watch it, but you're going to see a silhouette of a ghost pass through. Also, if we have ghost orbs, you can select this mode, and you'll see there'll be one ghost orb, and it'll just be kind of like floating on the screen. We obviously didn't have that either, but I'm trying to take you through everything. Yeah, you don't get the thermometer either. That's what I was talking about earlier. So basically, to find freezing temperatures with starter equipment, you just have to look for your breath when you're in the right room. And we had that pretty quickly. Also, when all of our evidence happens so fast in this one, but basically what I want to do when I determine the ghost room is, okay, so this is our ghost room. I want to look for a good hiding spot to get away from this thing when it hunts, right? So the thing you want to do is when it starts hunting and the lights will start flashing, your flashlight will start flashing, everything will start flashing. You get a 5-second window from when a hunt starts to when it starts chasing you. But the ghost will manifest, and you need to break line of sight before you hide. If you just go and like try to find a hiding spot, like say it manifests and starts chasing us, and it sees you come in here and get behind this door, you're dead. You're dead. It's gonna find you. Also, when you find a hiding spot, you want all of your equipment off. You don't want anything on. You don't want your flashlight on. You want nothing on. So basically on a hunt, so this is the kitchen. Where I would go to hide is maybe you could go down in the basement if you wanted to hide here. And I'll show you. You could go out here and break line of sight this way. You could come out here and hide in a locker. Get in, make sure your flashlight's off, hold it shut, and just wait for the hunt to be over. And then come out. Or I could come down here, turn this corner, break line of sight, make sure everything's off. This is a good hiding spot on amateur. Just get behind this and hide here. Also, because it's the kitchen, as long as you have a big enough head start, remember, equipment off, turn the corner. You can turn around and look at the ghost and make sure it can't see you. If it can't see you, jump in here, hold the door closed. There's also another good hiding spot. Not in there, actually. Over here. Sorry. You have this closet to hide in. You can come in here and hide behind this crib. These boxes will cover you. Make sure your flashlight's off, obviously. So there are quite a few hiding spots on amateur. There's also a closet in this front room. And you can get in, flashlight off, hold the door closed. So there are good hiding spots. But that's what I like to do whenever I determine the ghost room. I'll get a piece of evidence and I'm like, okay, I'm looking for a good place to hide. Right? And those are the best hiding spots on this map. But don't be afraid to look at the ghost while it's hunting. And there are ghost events and ghost hunts. Ghost events can be like a manifestation real quickly, or an air ball, or like it'll come up and whisper in your ear. Those drain 10% sanity as soon as they happen to you. There's a few ghosts that have a different sanity drain, but for the most part, it'll drain 10. And hunts start at around... This is a hunt. Nope, that wasn't a hunt. Just kidding. Just kidding. That was a ghost event. So it manifested. I didn't see it, but it manifested. But the good thing that if you're unsure, just like I did right there, just run and hide. Just go hide. Please go hide. Don't die. Hunts start around 50 average sanity, like I said. Some ghosts are higher or lower. That's advanced techniques we're not talking about. This is level 1. During hunts, the front door locks. So this door will be shut and it will be locked. You will not be able to leave. So you have to hide. You can't turn on the house lights. Say you don't know if there's a hunt. If you can turn on the lights, it's not a hunt. If you can't, it's probably a hunt, unless they turned off the breaker. But yeah, on amateur you have a 5-second grace period between spawn and hunt. And like I said, don't be afraid to look at the ghost during a hunt. Break line of sight, equipment off, hide. If you're in a closet or locker, hold it closed. And that's the biggest tips on hunts right now that I can give you. Hey, it turned on the phone. It's making the phone ring. That's cool. I like that. I like seeing that. This ghost got very active all of a sudden. I want to do a hunt. I want to show you guys a hunt. That's the next step. Let's go check our sanity. See where we're at. 78. Holy crap. It is not draining. It's because I got all the lights on. So I'm going to go turn some lights off. That's what I'm going to do. I could go grab... Oh, we have the summoning circle though. Never mind. I ain't messing with the summoning circle. I'm going to turn some lights out. I was going to say, there are some other things you can interact with on the map, but we got the summoning circle. So... that's a shame. Turn some lights out. We're gonna drain some sanity. Oh, you turned the lights out in there, see? I see how it is. Alright, so the ghost just turned off the breaker because we can't turn the lights on. There's no hunt happening. So I'm gonna go down here and just flip on the breaker. See, it's red now. So we're gonna hit this. It's gonna go to green. Now we can turn the lights on if we want. I'm gonna leave them off because I'm trying to initiate a hunt. But oh, we got dirty water. That's good. I need to find my camera. Oh, I have it. So this is a photo. This is a good photo to get. Sometimes the ghost will leave dirty water in the sink. Let's just take a photo of it. It's another thing you can take a photo of. See, that was an air ball. It came from back here and whispered or hissed, whatever you want to call that. But that was cool. That's a good ghost. See it? See it? There it is again. It did it again. We seen the air ball that time. It's coming from back there. And so that was 10% each. So we just dropped 20% sanity, so that's good. Luke, hunt. Alright, we got a hunt this time. See how everything's blinking out? Look, there he is. So we had that grace period. Light off. We're gonna come in here. Just gonna get behind the crib. Now, when you break line of sight, he goes into a roaming mode trying to find you. And I believe it has already ended. So when you stop hearing the footsteps, the lights are back to normal. Wait a few more seconds and then you can come out. And that's a hunt. Honestly, see the door closed and it was locked. Now we can open it. But yeah, that's a hunt. I don't think I could have hid in here. I think I let him catch up too quickly. I forgot to take a picture as well, but you can take a picture of him while he's hunting, as long as you got space and you don't get caught. And just remember to break line of sight, equipment off. And there we have it. So let's go back out to the truck. See, our sanity's down to 28 now. Now make sure in your journal you select all your evidence, your 3 pieces of evidence. We had EMF, ghostwriting, and freezing temps. And make sure you circle the shade. If you don't circle it, you won't get it right. So make sure you circle it. And that will be it. Let's go take a look and see if we got it. You just, to end the match, you just come over here, hit the button to close the truck. And there we have it. We got the correct ghost type. And we got the bone evidence, the investigation bonus, rewards 1 times because we were playing on amateur, and $30 for a photo. So we got 60 bucks for that, 70 XP. We can go over to game summary and see how many interactions, ghost events, hunts, time spent in the match, total time investigating 3321, stuff like that. That'll give you all your info. These are detailed statistics. Basically how much time you spent, how much you want, all that information's there. But we got it right. So there we go. I really hope this was helpful. I have been thoroughly enjoying learning about Phasmophobia. I have had this game for a long time. I played it here and there, just messing around with my friends. But once you start to learn how much there is to this game, different ghosts have different special abilities and hidden abilities, and it's just like, it's crazy how much there is to this game. Now, one thing I do want to find, or I did want to talk about real quick, is the types of photos. So remember I said you can take a photo of the ghost, the dirty water in the sink, the bone. I want to talk about the types of photos that you can take. You can take, if the door gets moved, you can take an interaction photo of that. So the types of photos are bone, burnt crucifix, dead body, dirty water, like if one of your teammates dies, their dead body, dirty water, fingerprints, the ghost on the dots. You have to be real quick to see the silhouette. Footprints and salt. The actual ghost when it's hunting or when it has a ghost event. The ghost writing in the book. The mirror, which that's a cursed object. We didn't get into that because that's kind of more advanced stuff that I don't thoroughly understand yet. The music box, Ouija board, summoning circle, tarot cards, voodoo doll, and monkey paw. Those are all cursed objects I don't know much about yet. I'm learning about them every time I play. But those are the types of photos that you can take. Like I said, I hope this video was helpful. And congratulations, you've done your first ghost hunt. This should help you get through your first hunt. I realized our evidence was kind of fast. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Make sure to follow me on Kick for more Phasmo and variety streaming. I do Phasmo here and there. I do some variety stuff. Lately I've been playing Deceive Inc. That's a really fun game, but I'm gonna mix it up, but I like doing Phasmo a lot. You can join my Discord to chat. All my links are in the description down below. So, at any rate, I appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you learned something from this, and we'll see you next time.